Do I ever worry that I could lose all of this? Well, yes, I know. Let me explain. Hi guys, I'm Jeff the Homestead Dad, and thanks for stopping by. If you're just new to the channel, please think about subscribing, clicking on that thumbs up, and leaving a comment. Now, let's get to the meat of the matter. So this conversation actually goes back many years, several years. And some of you guys may know a guy by the name of Mark Baker. He had a farm in northern Michigan, or has a farm, called Baker's Green Acres. And they raise Mangalitsa hogs, as well as meat, chickens. They do some farming, just, a nice small farm. Well, after doing this for a while, they had restaurants buying their pork because it was just outstanding. And the Michigan DNR decided they were going to put forth it wasn't even a law, it was a ruling, a executive, or I don't even know, I can't remember what to call it, that if you had pigs that had some of these characteristics, they needed to be disposed of, and you got no compensation, and that was it. Pretty sure that those American guinea hogs over there would have qualified under the rule. And a lot of farms just said, I don't want to mess around with fighting with the government, the state government, and they got rid of it. But Mark said, no, this isn't right. So he fought them at great cost to himself and his family. They put out a video, which I bought to help support them. I think it was called Hogwash Pigtail. And they fought and they fought and they fought. And when it got to the point that the state had to put up or shut up, they dismissed the case and said, nope, we think he's fine now. He's good. We're not going to do this anymore. So they didn't want it to go to trial because they would have lost. Similar situation has come up, and I found out about it through Mark Baker on his Facebook page for a farm called Hidden Creek over in the Muskegon area of Michigan. They are another small farm, actually very similar in size to ours. They have 18 or so acres, and they sell succulents and they sell plants. They do, I think they have a herd share, they have goats, all sorts of that stuff. Well, it comes out that one of their plant sales, they got way more traffic than they thought they were going to. Well, it made a neighbor who they had previously had a good relationship with be upset. He called the township. The township said, sorry, we can't do anything about it. So he filed suit against them for $75,000. I don't know what it is. So they've got a lawsuit against them because they're not zoned for I don't know, whatever it is. But now the township is also saying, well, you've got to get a land use permit to do what you want to do because you're not zoned for this. So they're trying to, they've got a suit against them trying to shut them down. I'm going to leave a link to a video that Mark Baker just did recently about the whole situation. He's talked to the people, the owners. You come over to say hi, Mama? The owners of Hidden Creek. Right now, they're not asking for money. They're hoping that this doesn't go to court, but there's a possibility it will. I bought a t-shirt of theirs. It says food freedom on it, and I think it's got like a chicken and a pig to help support them. But hopefully they're not going to need monetary support, right? Right, Prudy? Right. So I just want to let you know, there are times where I do things out here with regards to pigs or chickens or whatever, raising them from chicks, and you worry that somebody's going to be upset with what you're doing and call the township, and the township's going to say, you're not allowed to do that. You have to cease and desist or pay this or do that. And I've told you guys, we've got a rental house in a suburb of Detroit that we're trying to sell. Every year we had to pay a rental certificate to tell them that we were renting it still. And we had to get an inspection every 3 years or something. to the tune of $150 or $200 to just make sure that it was still rental, whatever, up to par. I'm tired of government. I'm tired of government intervening where they don't need to. I had a rental contract with another group of adults, a couple, and if they didn't like what we were doing, they could either come to me, or if I didn't give them satisfaction, then they could go to the township. But instead, the township says, oh, no. We've got to make sure that you're on the up and up, so we've got to take your money. Now that we're selling the house, they want us to register it as a vacant house and get an inspection to show that it's a vacant. How does that make any sense at all? It doesn't. They just want money. So I am sympathetic to Hidden Creek. I hope things go their way, but I'm going to leave a link to that video. I'm going to leave a link to the Hidden Creek Facebook page in case you're interested in going and buying a shirt from them. They're cool looking shirts. If nothing else, you get a cool looking shirt and help support them. So let me know what you guys have had to go through with your township. That same township that we had at a rental house, when we lived in that house, I wanted 3 chickens, and I went and read all of their bylaws and found out I was allowed to have 3 non-pet animals. So I kept 3 chickens. One of the neighbors didn't like it and called. And the gentleman who called said, well, you know you're not allowed to have those, right? I said, well, that's not true. I looked at your bylaws, and I quoted him the number and the subchapter and whatever. And he's like, oh, I'll call you back. Never called me back because I was allowed to have them. I knew what I was allowed to do. So let me know what you guys have had to put up with. So if you haven't already, click on that thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. And God bless you guys and your family. See you on the next one.